Equally honored to request Sri Radhakrishnan sir to please present a sapling to Sri Chinmay Kumar sir, the Regional Director, Reserve Bank of India, Telangana. Thank you, sir. Sir, I request Sir, General Manager and Satish Kumar sir to please present the sapling to Sri Ganapati sir, the General Manager, NABARD. Thank you, sir. So now I request Sri Radhakrishnan sir, the Chief General Manager from State Bank of India, Hyderabad Circle, that is covering the entire state of Telangana, to please give the opening remarks and present and raise the curtains for this quarterly meeting of SLBC for September 2025. Sir, I request you to please give your opening remarks.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister and Minister of Finance, Planning, Energy, Telangana State, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu Garu, Principal Secretary Finance, Government of Telangana, Sri Sandeep Kumar Sultania Garu, Secretary Agriculture, Government of Telangana, Surendra Mogan Garu, Regional Director, Reserve Bank of India, Chinmay Kumar Garu, General Manager, NABARD, Sri Ganapati Garu, and SLBC Convener, Satish Kumar Garu, all the bankers, officials from various government departments, and all the invitees. Good morning to all of you, as it's my privilege to welcome all of you for this 47th SLBC quarterly review meeting. As we gather to review the progress of the banking sector up to the second quarter of financial year 25-26, I extend my sincere appreciation to each one of you for the dedication in ensuring financial growth and economic stability of the state. It gives me immense pleasure to place the performance of the banks in the state during the first half year of the financial year 25-26 before this forum. The total deposits of the banks grew by 28,956 crores during this financial year 25-26 up to quarter 2, and the total deposits were at 8,69,386 crores. Total advances of the banks grew by 50,440 crores during the financial year up to quarter 2, and advances of the all banks are at 11,31,000 crores. Despite global and domestic challenges, our CD ratio of the state continues to be above 100%, and it has increased from 126% to 130% during the quarter. Our performance in priority sector lending, particularly in agriculture, MSME and weaker sections, have been commendable, but there is still, of course, scope for improvement. During the first half year of the financial year, banks have disbursed short-term production loans amounting to 39,940 crores, achieving 74% of the Kharif targets. Banks have also disbursed 44,000 crores as investment credit to agri-allied, agri-infra and agri-ancillary activities, achieving 58% of the annual targets. Banks have disbursed education loans amounting to 285 crores and housing loans amounting to 3,063 crores under priority sector during the current financial year so far. Banks have disbursed 1,02,000 crores to micro, small and medium enterprises, achieving 50% of the targets. Under Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana scheme, banks have sanctioned 5,915 crores of the annual, and that is achieving 41% of the annual targets. Banks together have disbursed an amount of 1,91,949 crores to various sections of borrowers under priority sector, recording an achievement of 49.45% of the targets. On the financial inclusion front, I actually appreciate the collective efforts of all the banks, government departments and Reserve Bank of India in driving the financial inclusion and economic growth in the state of Telangana. I am happy to share that on all three aspirational districts of the state, that is Bhadradri, Kothagudam, Kumaram Bhim, Asifabad and Jaishankar, Bhupalapalli, have surpassed the stipulated benchmark key performance indicators as on September 2025. As per the information provided by the Department of Financial Services, Government of India, there are 3 unbanked rural centers in the state, and agenda on this will be, with the current status, will be presented during the course of the meeting. Banking sector is undergoing digital revolution, and Telangana has been at the forefront of this transformation. UPI transactions and digital banking adoption have surged, reflecting growing customer confidence. Banks need to also continue to strengthen the digital security measures to prevent cyber fraud and cyber threats, creating more awareness among the public. Banks in the state have 130 lakh PMJDY accounts in their books, and 108 lakh of PMJDY accounts are seeded with Aadhaar. That is about more than 83%. RuPay cards were issued to 89 lakhs, that is 68.87% of the PMJDY accounts. As far as the social security schemes are concerned, banks have covered more than 2 crore customers under PMSBY and 1 crore customer under PMJJBY, and 26 lakhs approximately customers have subscribed to Atal Pension Yojana. Under the PM Swanidhi Tranche 1, banks have sanctioned 4,27,000 applications and disbursed loans to 4,26,000 street vendors. Under Tranche 2, banks have sanctioned 2,22,000 applications and disbursed loans to 2,20,000 street vendors. Under Tranche 3, banks have sanctioned 74,753 applications and disbursed 73,400 applications have been disbursed. Under the Agricultural Infrastructure Fund scheme, banks have sanctioned 3,952 crores against a cumulative target of 5,000 crores so far. This meeting is an opportunity for collaboration, discussion and problem solving. I encourage all the stakeholders to actively participate, share insights and propose solutions to drive Telangana's banking sector towards greater financial inclusion, innovation and stability, thereby contributing to India's vision of an inclusive and resilient economy and to emerge as a Viksit Bharat by the year 2047. I take this opportunity to thank Government of Telangana, Department of Financial Services, Government of India, officials from the Finance Department, Agriculture Department, Industries Department and other departments of Government of Telangana, Reserve Bank of India, NABARD, member banks and various industry associations for their cooperation to the forum and in discharging functions. I also thank Honorable Deputy Chief Minister for his precious time here with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, CGM sir. In a nutshell, sir could give us the entire picture of the performance of all the banks. Thank you so much, sir, once again. And now I request Sri Sandeep Kumar Sultania, sir, IAS, Principal Secretary Finance, Government of Telangana, to please address all the participants here, sir, and give your valuable message, sir. Sir, Sandeep, sir.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister for Finance, Planning and Energy, Sri Chinmay Kumarji, Regional Director, Reserve Bank of India, Sri Uday Bhaskarji, Chief General Manager, Sri Sahadevan Radhakrishnanji, CGM SBI, Sri Satish Kumarji, GM SBI and Convener SLBC, all the officials from banking fraternity and all other distinguished guests, very, very good morning to all of you. We all know that Telangana is one of the fastest growing state in the country, and we are growing at a nominal growth rate between 10 to 11% every year. That is our growth rate we have achieved, except during the period which we were suffering from COVID. If I tell you, the Honorable Chief Minister has kept a vision for Telangana to make it a 3 trillion economy by 2047. Along with the vision which Honorable Prime Minister of India has kept for the country, We are also trying to align with that, and we have kept a vision that let Telangana alone contribute $3 trillion out of $30 trillion, which Honorable Prime Minister has kept the target for the country. I would like to explain you here that, when we say $3 trillion, it might be looking for a moment that we are talking, just like that. We are talking in air. Some of you might be feeling like that. There's something like, what you call that, Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sapne type baat kar rahe hain hum log, aisa some of them may think like that. But let me tell you, it is not so. I'll explain you why it is not so. Our economy has grown 4 times in last 12 years. 4 times. Our GSDP was around 4,50,000 crore in when the Telangana was formed. Today this year we are likely to be 17,50,000 crore is likely to be our GSDP. Is exactly 4 times in last 12 years. If we grow, and today it is you can say $210 billion is our economy, is the size of economy of Telangana. $210 billion. If we grow at the same speed without without changing the gear, if we go at the same speed itself, by 2000, today we are in 2035, by 2037, there is another 12 years, we will become almost $900 billion economy. With the same speed, doing nothing, go as it is you are going, don't do anything extra. Even with that, by 2037, Telangana economy is going to touch $940 billion. I just taken the same mathematical calculation. I am not doing anything else. By 2047, another 10 years, if you multiply 940 by 4, you just calculate what it is going to be. It is going to be $3,160 billion. It is going to be $3.16 billion. It is a calculation which is just simple mathematics. It is nothing more than that. I hope our bankers friends are taking note of that. Now we have to change the gear. If you change the gear, we can achieve much more. See, in the last phase, if you see, I've done 4 times calculation, but the period is only 10 years. It is not 12 years. So that 2-year gap is there. We want to achieve this by 2047. So if that gap you have to, like 2 years progress you have to achieve in a concise way in the remaining period of 2047. So what we have to do? We have to somewhere change our gear, isn't it? If you are running a vehicle in 4th gear, you want to get more speed, you have to get into 5th gear. I mean, that's simple as there's nothing, it is not a rocket science at all. So what we expect from the bankers fraternity, all this will investment. If you do investment, you will grow. If you don't do investment, you will not grow. As simple as that. Where from the investment will come? Either from the private sector or from the government sector. The government will do, whatever budget they get. When we get more economy, we get more budget, we get more taxes, we get more revenues from all sources. We will spend money in capital, we will do investment wherever government is required. But majority of the investment comes through private sector. It is well known. Industries, infrastructure, most of them either in the PPP mode or their own. It has to be funded by the bank in some way or other. Nobody has the money in their hand to fund a project of 20,000 crore or 50,000 crore. Nobody has the money. But they have a vision that I want to construct a road of 20,000 crore. I want to establish an industry of 50,000 crore. They have a vision, but they don't have money. The money will come only from the bank. So now, the overall understanding, the state government is going to, you must have read in the newspaper that state government has planned a Telangana Rising Summit on 8th and 9th of December. You all have to, we request you to participate wholeheartedly. You will get official invites also to participate in that. Understand, Honorable Chief Minister on that day will unveil the vision of Telangana Rising 2047. It is an official launching will be there on that day. We'll request you to participate in that. We'll request you to understand the vision and work towards translating the vision into action, translating the vision into outcomes. That will be request from all the bankers. I know you are all concerned with the growth of Telangana. If today we have achieved 4 times, GSDP growth in 12 years, it would not have been possible without your support. So you are doing it, but now, as I said, we have to move into a next year. more investment, more outcome, more, increase in GSDP, and it can be investment in urban sector, it can be investment in rural sector. Anywhere you make investment, it is going to yield, it is going to add to the GSDP. So that is what today I'll keep myself confined to that. Please remember that Telangana is one of the fastest growing state. To achieve the dream of Honorable Prime Minister, if Telangana grows faster, it helps in achieving the objective at the national level. Telangana today is poised, is situated placed in a position where we can kick off. We have good infrastructure, we have good, manpower. We are already known to be a state which has a good economic policy, a good industrial policy. We are number one in ease of doing business. So we are all placed in such a position that if we change the gear, we can increase the speed of the economy. So that is what I'll request all of you to keep in mind. I'll request SLBC to keep in mind that whenever they do an internal meeting also within their organization, when they do meeting with the bankers, I think this should be a topic of discussion every time we meet. So with this, I thank you all for organizing this meeting, calling all of us, and we hope and we expect, and I'm sure sort of this thing that we are all going to be together in achieving the vision of the Honorable Chief Minister to make Telangana a 3 trillion economy by 2047. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so much, sir, Sandeep Sultania, sir, for such a nice the points and the topic and even the vision of Telangana also you could explore, and yeah, definitely it's a great opportunity for all the banks to participate, sir. Thank you so much. Now, the most important message that we are going to get from the most respected Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Telangana State, Sir Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu, sir. Sir, I request you, sir, to please address all of us and inspire us.
Thank you, sir. Okay, leave it. Thank you. Sri Sandeep Kumar Sultania ji, the Principal Secretary Finance. Sri Chinmay Kumar ji, Regional Director, Reserve Bank of India. Sri Sahadevan Radhakrishnan ji, CGM, SBI Hyderabad. Sri Satish Kumar, General Manager, SBA and Convener, SLBC, Telangana. And other officials of various central and state government departments, banks and other invitees. And very good morning to all of you. In fact, I am very pleased to join you today for the 47th SLBC quarterly review meeting. Telangana is entering a decisive new phase of growth, and the banking sector must be at the forefront of this transformation. I know the bankers and banking sector is having a very vital role for any growth of any state or any society for that matter. Now the banks have achieved in the state of Telangana, particularly priority sector lending, 49.45% in the first half of the year, and CD ratio 130.18% demonstrates the deep confidence in Telangana's economic trajectory. This momentum is encouraging, but it also places a responsibility on all of us to raise the bar higher. You all aware that as far as the Telangana state is, agriculture sector and rural transformation is very important for us. In this area, the significant progress has been made under the Agricultural Infrastructure Fund. At this, only the beginning. To truly transform Telangana's rural economy, we need greater lending for post-harvest infrastructure, processing units, micro-irrigation, and other allied activities. While crop loans are being extended effectively, term lending in agriculture remains below the requirement also. This limits farmers' ability to modernize, diversify, and transition from subsistence to prosperity. I request banks to address this gap with immediately in urgency also. The government has already made strong interventions, particularly crop loans waiver up to 2 lakh Raitu Bharosa irrigation projects and 24/7 free power. Together with your partnership, we can build a more resilient, climate-ready agriculture sector. Telangana's paddy production is exceptional, but we must now move from volume to value. I urge banks to give higher support to palm oil cultivation and other diversification crops, more on commercial crops, to secure future farm incomes more and more. And also you all aware that Telangana is all the time, focusing more on self-help group members. Our SSG women are not just beneficiaries, they are becoming and transforming entrepreneurs and enterprise leaders in this state. However, SSG credit is still below its true potential in several districts. We need higher limits and faster repeat finance so that women can scale up and expand economic activity at the grassroots. The Indira Mahila Shakti scheme is a powerful platform. Banks must leverage it fully to accelerate women-led economic transformation. Apart from this, yes, MSME sector also is another most important sector which can generate more and more employment. MSMEs remain the backbone of jobs and innovation in Telangana. Banks have achieved 50.23% of ACP targets for MSMEs so far, but working capital shortages and delays in loan processing continue to affect many enterprises. That's in that area also where we all have to look into it little seriously. First generation entrepreneurs, especially those without collateral security, need more active support from the banks. I urge banks to make greater use of CGTMC and digital credit assessment tools and to adapt cluster-based lending strategies. A confident, well-funded MSME ecosystem is essential for the next decade of Telangana rising. Infrastructure financing is also very, very important as far as the growth, particularly GDP. A transformative initiative is underway. The construction of 13,000 kilometers of internal roads under the HAM, the state government is taking it up as a model. This is this 13,000 kilometers internal roads with nearing about 11,500 crores worth of roads. This year we are taking it up. This will definitely change the face of the Telangana with good road connectivity. With this kind of road connectivity, definitely many number of MSMEs, where all that the state is planning for the clusters, people go there and set up, and it will definitely attract the entire nation also. So I request the bankers to seriously think about lending more and more to the MSMEs. This program will reshape the economic map of the state, and I request banks to view this as a priority lending opportunity. Currently, participation in infrastructure financing is not just commensurate with state requirements. If Telangana is to continue its leadership in development, banks must play a stronger role in this area. And also, financial inclusion, digital empowerment. I appreciate the efforts made so far in advancing financial inclusion, but gaps still remain, particularly in PMJ-DY, saturation, insurance coverage, and BC availability in a few unbanked gram panchayats. These gaps also must be closely, quickly. A digitally enabled, financially secure citizenry is fundamental to our vision of an inclusive and future-ready Telangana. I urge banks to accelerate onboarding onto digital payment systems and to strengthen last-mile delivery also. Here I would like to, emphasize more and more on vision for Telangana Rising. As the state advances towards the Telangana Rising Summit, we are preparing to showcase our vision 2047 and a roadmap for the next horizon. As our Principal Secretary now mentioned, that we are dreaming and keeping the goal of achieving $3 trillion economy by 2047, which is definitely, though it is a big goal, but definitely we are confident that we will achieve it also, because that we are planning in such a way to reach that 2047. We need 13% GDP growth. For that, we are planning all kinds of support system to increase the GDP to 13%, like in infrastructure, other investors summits, and making the people to come here and invest. And for that, the power sector increase and supply of quality power by way of planning for 10% growth of power every year. This is all we are seriously planning, and we are trying to execute it also. So we are very, very confident of achieving that 2047 $3 trillion economy of Telangana. So I request all the bankers to take serious part in that, our dream. Hope you all will definitely take that part. Rural transformation, strong MSME clusters, high value manufacturing, digital governance, and green growth will define the next phase. For this, banks must transition from transactional engagement to transformational partnership. Telangana offers stability, ambition, and opportunity. The question before all of us is, are we ready to match that ambition with bold credit expansion and innovative financial solutions? I seriously and sincerely urge the bankers to plan the roadmap for the all these kinds of areas and sectors to achieve the goals. So I thank the convener of bank, the State Bank of India, for bringing all stakeholders together. And I'm confident that the bankers, particularly nationalized banks, which are all serving here in Telangana state, with lots of social responsibility and commitment towards the society, not only commercial, making profits, but also giving back to the society also. So I request, along with the serious encouragement to the self-help groups, MSMEs, and apart from the corporate sector, these sectors also, if you can really seriously focus, these things can really create lots of job opportunity, and it can generate wealth seriously for the growth of the GDP. And also I would like to request the bankers, particularly the social responsibility like CSR funds. Though I personally requested, I just wanted to once again request all of you that this government is very particular and focused on education and health. So my sincere request is where all that these bankers wanted to seriously spend on these two sectors, you can think about our government machinery, particularly right from Chief Secretary to the district collectors, and my Principal Secretary Finance will coordinate and cooperate with you all. Wherever you want to encourage the education, please think of giving some CSR funds to the government schools for the infrastructure, like where things are going towards the digitalization of the education to compete with the world, unlike, traditional conservative education, the way it used to be. But now the scenario has changed, everything has become globalized. Globalization is attracting many other things, even in the teaching also. So those areas wherever you want to come forward and spend money, yes. You have a readily available platform where the collectors will coordinate. So think about those things. And also, as you all aware, though you know it very well, but still again, I just wanted to make it once again clear that we are going to complete 2 years by December 9th. So the government is celebrating in a very big way. In the first year, we focused on telling the people what all that we have done in this first year, particularly in welfare and infrastructure and developmental activities. But now, in this second year, not only by telling what all that we have done, what is that we are going to do it for the Telangana state? And what is our dream for the state? And how are we going to achieve that? 2047 vision document we are going to announce there, and our policies also. Telangana Rising 8th, 9th Summit, where we are going to do it in a very big way in hopefully in future city. So there we are going to exhibit and announce our vision. Please do take part in that. Our policies also will announce there. And many of the investors might be coming to understand and study our policies. If they understand, I am sure because of the kind of infrastructure that we are taking it up, particularly regional ring road, connecting the outer ring road and regional ring road with the radial roads, and Musi reservation with all kinds of world-class infrastructure, and in between the regional ring road and outer ring road, various industrial hubs and clusters. With all these things, definitely the state is going to attract a good number of investors. And as you all aware, I'm proud and confident also to say that Telangana is one of the states of this country which is strategically located, geographically advantageous position, weather-wise, language-wise, infrastructure-wise, ecosystem-wise, land availability-wise, power sector-wise, and all these things are going to attract more and more investors to the state in future. So please keep yourself gear up for lending more and more to the investors here. The corporate, along with the corporate lending to MSMEs and self-help group members. Thank you very much. And I am extending once again the invitation, right? Though you'll get the official invitation, but still, I'm from here, I'm extending my invitation to all the bankers to please do take part in our, 8th, 9th summit, Telangana Rise Summit, and be the partner of our vision and development of the state. Thank you.
So thank you so much, sir, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, sir. Sir, your every speech is something different, unique, and inspiring, sir. So because of the other preoccupied schedules, both Honorable Deputy CM sir and the Principal Secretary sir will be leaving, and we will continue with the proceedings. Thank you so much, sir, for coming all the way. Thank you, sir.